This is an app that you have that tells you where the homes of the Jewish Pennsylvania voters. This leafy Philly suburb of Ballackinwood has a sizable Jewish population, one that usually votes big for Democrats. The Trump campaign is trying to chip away at that. You are walking the streets, knocking on doors.
I'm in Pennsylvania till November 6th.
To get Donald Trump elected.
To get Donald Trump elected.
As a Democrat.
As a Democrat.
Not just any Democrat. Peter Deutsch is a former Democratic congressman from Florida.
And I think Donald Trump and the Republican Party have done things that the Democrats have not done. Being aggressive against the outrageous and almost insane level of anti-Semitism on college campuses.
The deep-pocketed Republican Jewish coalition has a data-driven strategy to find Jewish voters open to Donald Trump, like Claude Schoenberg, and make sure they vote.
I thought Donald Trump did magnificent things, right? Starting with moving the embassy to Jerusalem.
Only a block down the road at this exact moment, Jews for Kamala Harris gather in a sukkah, a structure used during the week-long Jewish festival of Sukkot.
And now it is time to knock doors.
The women, particularly Jewish women we're talking to, abortion rights is number one, right up there with Israel.
The Jewish population in America is small, little more than 2%. In swing states likely to be decided on the margins, all demographics matter. And Pennsylvania is the battleground with the highest concentration of Jewish voters, about 300,000, according to data by Brandeis University.
The election is extremely close, and the Jewish vote is an essential part of a winning Democratic coalition.
Since the brutal October 7th terror attack in Israel and spike in anti-Semitism, many Jews in America feel unsettled. And the Republican Jewish coalition is spending an unprecedented $15 million this cycle with ads like this.
What about Kamala?
Busy defending the squad.
Ay vey. You know, Trump I never cared for, but at least he'll keep us safe.
You don't have to like Donald Trump, but Donald Trump will keep the Jewish community safe.
You don't have to like Donald Trump. That's quite a message.
Look, I think, that's the reality, right?
Halie Soifer with the Jewish Democratic Coalition calls that cynical and misleading.
He's emboldened and incited and aligned with and dined with anti-Semites. He also scapegoated the Jewish people.
She's referring to this.
If I don't win this election, and the Jewish people would really have a lot to do with that.
I don't think he was scapegoating. I think he said it a little differently than I would have said it.
Are you telling me right now that if Donald Trump loses, he will not blame the Jews?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be an issue because I think we're going to significantly increase the share of the Jewish vote.
Jewish Democrats are up with this ad.
But we do have a champion, a partner, and a defender of our community, our freedom, and our values in Kamala Harris.
Trying to sway voters like Jill and Harry Wilner.
If she was here right now and we were having a cup of coffee, I would say, so Kamala, what's going to be, especially the anti-Semitism, it's scaring the heck out of me.
I am totally undecided.
Why are you so undecided?
I don't trust either candidate. I am very concerned, of course, Israel's number one on my list. He is a horrible individual. He doesn't shut up. Kamala, I'm not sure what she's going to do. I don't know what lever I'm going to pull when I go to the booth. I joke about it. I'm going to sign my own name. Or we're going to move to Greenland, one or the other.
Dan, it's just fascinating, all these different conversations that you had. When you actually look at the numbers and you look at a state like Pennsylvania, could the Jewish vote determine the election there?
It really could, Aaron. If you go back to the piece, I mentioned that there are about 300,000 Jewish voters believed to be in Pennsylvania. If you think about the margins, back in 2016, Donald Trump won by about 44,000. In 2020, Joe Biden won by about 82,000. So if you think about the Jewish vote in Pennsylvania, and knowing that it largely has gone for Democrats, historically, really for decades, not just in Pennsylvania, but nationwide, it is one of the key parts of the Democratic coalition that if they lose some, it could really make a difference.
Yeah, I mean, wow, you don't, as you said, you only need some on the margin there, some votes to make a huge difference. All right, thank you so much, Dana. Just incredible. You look at